Fair use, fair use, fair use. It is only used for educational purposes. This video that you're about to see.
Going to bring you some breaking news now. And Israel has announced it's going to close its embassy in Ireland. They say the decision to close the embassy in Dublin has been made in light of what they call the extreme anti-Israel policy of the Irish government. Their statement goes on to say the Israeli ambassador in Dublin was returned to Israel at the time following Ireland's decision to unilaterally recognise, and they put it in quotes, a Palestinian state. The foreign minister for Israel, Gideon Saar, has put out a couple of quotes here. Let me give you a flavour of them. Gideon Saar says the anti-Semitic actions and rhetoric that Ireland is taking against Israel are based on delegitimization and demonization of the Jewish state and on double standards. So that breaking news that Israel is closing its embassy in Dublin should also add that it's opening one at the same time in the same statement in Moldova, saying relations between Israel and Moldova are friendly and both countries are interested in expanding and deepening them. But certainly not the case with Ireland, as Israel has announced it's closing its embassy in Dublin this lunchtime.
Ведь тактика очень простая. Доводят нас до красной черты, через которую мы отступать уже не можем. Начинаем отвечать, тут же пугают свое население. Тогда еще в давние времена советской, сейчас российской угрозы. Добровольные ограничения нами будут сняты. Учитывая рост геополитической напряженности, мы вынуждены принимать дополнительные меры по обеспечению безопасности России и наших союзников. Делаем это аккуратно и взвешенно, не втягиваясь в полномасштабную гонку вооружений в ущерб социально-экономическому развитию нашей страны.
Дорогі українці, українки, сьогодні вже є попередні дані про те, що росіяни почали застосовувати в штурмах солдатів з Північної Кореї. Помітну кількість. Росіяни включають їх у зведені підрозділи та використовують в операціях у районах Курської області. Поки що тільки там. Але ми маємо інформацію про те, що можливе застосування і на інших ділянках фронту.
강령적 연설을 하셨습니다. 조국과 사회주의라는 크나큰 세계에 살며 혁명의 요구, 현종세의 요구로부터 전쟁 준비 완.
Shalom. It's your brother Yaitazal. I want to start off giving infinite honors, glory, and prayers to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, rule well, teaches His truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutations to the Aki and pushing His word across the four winds in true faith, sincerity, giving all diligence. I want to get into a quick lesson out of Warren Ratazal. The Lord's willing is edifying and to the point. Just a quick update on what's going on. You got now Israel, okay, the land that was Israelis, okay, are now into it with Ireland. And then if you know about the EU, you know, particular countries, you know, that's part of the EU. Ireland is one of them. Okay. I believe it joined 1973, somewhere up in there in the 1970s, I believe. But you can look it up. You know, Ireland is, you know, a part of the EU. Okay. As you've seen on those clips, you know, basically, you know, the Israelis, okay, Benjamin Netanyahu, however you pronounce his name, but, you know, those Israelis over there in our land in Israel, you know, pissed off with the Irish because basically when you dive into it, you know, the Ireland was, you know, for peace. Okay, basically, you know, acknowledging Palestine as his own, you know, his own entity, so to speak, you know, state. And Israel don't like that. So, you know, these Israelis, you know, anything, you know, not going with their will, you know, they deem you anti-Semitic. Okay, and that's what you seen. They deeming, you know, basically saying Ireland hates, you know, the Jewish people. Okay, but basically, you know, his lesson is it's tying into just how we seeing things unfold, and we already know the U.S. is going to back them. You know, it's going to follow suit behind whatever Israel, okay, those Israelis, you know, go with. That's what the U.S. is going to go with. We see it, you know, going with Syria and many other, you know, occasions that took place. Okay, you know, that just ties in to what the scriptures say. You know, where the whore, the beast shall hate the whore. All right, now let's get that real quick. Get straight to it. It's Revelation 17:16. And it reads, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, the 10 horns represents NATO and the EU. And again, okay, Ireland is a part of the EU. It's part of, you know, NATO, all right, which is the beast. It says the military might. Okay, it says, these shall hate the whore. The whore represents what? Babylon the Great. Okay, aka America. All right. It says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that fire is going to those thermonuclear missiles. Okay, that Russia and his allies are going to use to shoot upon America as well as Israel. Okay, the land of Israel. All right. And we see how everything is going on. You see Russia and Korea has joined up. Korea has sent over 22,000 troops, you know, to help Russia, you know, fight against Ukraine, which is backed by the U.S. You have China, okay, you know, into it, you know, with the U.S. as well, with Taiwan, I believe, as well as with the Philippines, okay, which the U.S. backs. All right, but it was just a whole bunch of chaos going on, man. It's only going to just intensify, but we can see how these prophecies are unfolding now. Okay, right before our eyes, man. And it's going to lead to what? World War III, which is inevitable, man. It's right around the corner. Okay? Right around the corner, man. And you also see what the Russia said, you know, those clips I put together. Lord willing, Zedaphon, you know, this whole lesson, you know, where they is about to get nuclear. All right? You got Russia say what? The U.S. is crossing all their red lines. You know, basically playing with them as a joke. Putin say, well, we going to show them. We're going to bring back that old USR, you know, that old Russian spirit, man. Okay. All right. And, yeah, man, we just see it's beautiful. We're in beautiful times, man. These prophecies, they jumping. Like Elder Apostle Recall always say, they popping off the page like popcorn. All right. As a matter of fact, let me get that real quick because I believe I quoted that wrong. Russia. Yeah, it's the USSR. You know, just wanted to clarify that. All right, but we're gonna get into it. This lesson ain't gonna be long. You know, stick out to the end. You know, this is Isaiah 34, 1 through 11, and it reads in the NIV. It say, judgment against the nations. See, come near, you nations, and listen. Pay attention, you peoples. All right, and it starts off with the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, starting off with our apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone, on down to us younger brothers, prophesying His word in truth and sincerity in the names of who the word going to call God. Okay, and Jesus Christ, which the Heavenly Father's true name is Yahweh. He is, He exists. His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shah. Okay, He is the Savior. He's the deliverer. It says, let the earth hear and all that is in it, the world and all that come out of it. The Lord is angry with all nations. And we see the Lord, gathering these nations, man. Okay, the fire of His jealousy, man. Okay, He's stirring up a war, stirring up this war, man, to fulfill His will ultimately, man. Okay, to redeem His elect, His chosen, the first fruits, okay, of the nation of Israel. Okay, the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, to pay back vengeance unto these nations for what they've done to the Lord's people. Okay, as well as the earth, man. It says, all right, and His doctrine, okay, all right, by blaspheming the name of the Lord, okay, putting out a false standards of Christianity, Christian sanity, claiming that's the word of the Lord, but no, man, the Lord is coming back to redeem His elect and clean the earth up and spew forth righteousness, man. Okay, it say the Lord is angry with all nations. His wrath is on all their armies. See, He will totally destroy them. He will give them over to the slaughter. Their slain will be thrown out. Their dead bodies will stink. The mountains will be soaked with their blood, man. They're gathering up over there in the Middle East, man. Ultimately, the Lord is going to bring them to the valley of Kidron, man. Yahweh Shaphat. Okay. All right, meaning the Lord's judgment. Yahweh's judgment, man. Over there in that region in the Middle East, man. It says all the stars in the sky will be dissolved and the heavens rolled up like a scroll. All the starry hosts will fall like withered leaves from the vine, like shriveled figs from the fig tree, man. Lord gonna dry their ass up by way of what? Thermonuclear fire and those lasers from those chariots, man. Okay. All right, which they calling drones right now, which brothers are going into. Some of them can be possibly, CGI, blue beam or drones. Okay. But hey, man, we know and understand, and Esau knows that these elites, these high government officials know that those chariots are out there and being spotted and being seen, man. Okay. But they're trying to give the people, you Americans, these Babylonians, okay, these Americans, a sense of hope, because if they say they're drones, then that means they're man-made, and that means that man can deal with it. No, man, you can't deal with what the Lord has created, man. Okay, those heavenly vehicles, okay, which are governed, okay, controlled by the angels, man. Okay, you can't, these devils ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it, so they throwing that narrative out there as if, okay, these are drones and this and that, to give these Babylonians a false sense of hope, where victory can be obtained. Okay, they can fight against it. No, man, when the Lord returns and allows these chariots to put in that work, it's over with for Esau and his military. Okay, from Esau to Elam to Moab to Ammon, okay, Ishmael, okay, to Ham. All these nations are finished, man, when the Lord turn up, man. Okay. It says, Salakia. It said, my sword has drunk its fill in the heavens, thermonuclear missiles, and those lasers from those chariots. See, it descends in the judgment on Edom, so-called white man, woman, and child, Edomites. The people I have totally destroyed. The sword of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is bathed in blood. It is covered with fat, the blood of lambs and goats, fat from the kidneys of rams. For the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And that Basra was a capital, okay, in Edom. But what's the capital of wickedness and the main melting pot, okay, the main business spot, so to speak, of Edom today? America, Babylon the Great, man. All right, this is the capital of wickedness, man. These devils, man. Okay. It says, let me see. It says, and the wild oxen will fall with them, the bulls, calves, and the great bulls. Their land will be drenched with blood, and the dust will be soaked with fat, man. So the Lord is about to destroy 2/3 of His own people, these heathens, low-level heathens. Okay. And that's that, man. All right. The elect will be delivered, beamed up into those chariots. okay, from this oncoming destruction. All right, and we know these elites or these heathens are going to hide in their bunkers, man, until the Lord send us out, Lord willing, we of that hopeful elect to hunt their ass down and throw them in chains, man. Okay, it says, for the Lord has a day of vengeance, a year of retribution, to uphold Zion's cause. Edom's stream will be turned into pitch, her dust into burning sulfur. Her lands will become blazing pitch, man. The Lord's going to, like the Lord say, he's going to overthrow Babylon as he did Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right. This place will never be inhabited again, man. Nothing green will never grow here again. It's going to be the biggest desert on the planet, man. Like I like to quote, it's going to be like if you brothers and sisters ever seen that movie, the movie Doom. Okay. America is going to be like Arrakis. Okay. All right. It says, it will not be quenched night or day. Its smoke will rise forever. From generation to generation, it will lie desolate. No one will ever pass through it again. See, the desert owl, the screech owl will possess it. The great owl and the raven will nest there. The Most High will stretch out over Edom the measuring line of chaos and the plumb line of destruction. All right. So that's what's coming to America, man. We see how it's gearing up this war. That's just the front line of it, man. But the Lord has his intentions, man, to vengeance of Zion and of Israel, man. Okay. The Lord is making it a great movie, man. Okay. That's why these nations are gathering up, okay, to fight against one another, beefing with one another, turning against one another. Okay. Constantly advancing those missiles. Okay. All right. To what? To have a good ending. Okay. For these heathens, man. But it's our beginning, man. Okay, the Lord has a beautiful movie in place, man. And we've been prophesying the Lord's intent, man. Starting our apostles and elders on down, man. Okay? Because this is what's going to happen, man. It's all for the redemption of Israel, to exalt his power, to show his power. Okay? And truth is going to be revealed in that day, whether you believe it or not in these times as we prophesy. But in that day, you have no choice but to acknowledge Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? The God of Israel, of the Israelites, man. Okay, the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, man. All right, and the Lord gonna introduce himself in the flesh, okay, very properly, man, with destruction. All right. The Lord say he ain't gonna meet thee as a man, man. The Lord is not playing when he return. Isaiah 9:5, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. This shall be with burning and fuel of fire coming from where those thermonuclear missiles, okay, as well as those lasers from those chariots. All right, so, man, just stay tuned, man. Stay in the spirit. All right, stay tuned to what's going on. Hey, man, because hey, we in for a beautiful, beautiful show, man. All right, Lord willing, we up that elect, man. We have those first class, first flight tickets up out of here, and a beautiful window view from those chariots. Okay, to see the destruction of the wicked, man. Lord willing, we endure. But with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point. Hey, shalom.